Alright, today we are going to start a lesson. It's called 5.7. Put that up here, 5.7. We're finding the distance between points on a coordinate grid. So, we are going to start with -2, -2, and 1, 2. So those are the first 2 points that I would like you to plot. Starting at the origin, 0, 0, -2, -2. That's my first point. Second point, starting at the origin, I'm going to go 1 and then 2. I have created a diagonal line. You cannot count the blocks because it's a diagonal line. But we could create a shape that has straight sides that we could count. What shape do you think we're going to create? A triangle, and more specifically, what kind of triangle? A right triangle. So I'm going to create my right triangle, and you should do the same, whether it's with your pencil or if you have a highlighter. And we are going to create a right triangle. I can count the length of this side. The length of this side is 1, 2, 3. So one side of the triangle is 3. This side is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know 3 squared plus 4 squared will give me c squared. It will give me the diagonal. What is 3 squared plus 4 squared? 25. Good job. 25 equals c squared. What's the square root of 25? 5. So the diagonal, or the distance between these 2 points, is 5 units. So it has a distance of 5 units. The next example, you're going to plot the points -2, 1, and 3, -1. Starting at the origin, -2, up 1. Back at the origin, 1, 2, 3, and down 1. So there is my diagonal. Again, I cannot count the exact squares for a diagonal line. So I need to create my triangle. I'm going to create my triangle this way. As long as it's a right triangle, it does not matter if you create it up here or if you create it below. Either way works. Starting here, I'm going to count the boxes for the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down 1, 2. So what am I going to write for my equation?
5 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared.
Thank you. And 5 squared plus 2 squared is?
29.
29 is c squared. Then I'm going to take the square root of 29. And I'm going to get? Very good. So c equals 5.4. We are rounding to the 10th place. Alright, moving to example number 3. The 2 points that I'd like you to plot are -3, -2, and 5, -4. Starting at the origin, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Starting at the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create my hypotenuse. Now I am going to highlight my legs. This leg right here, I can count from this point down, and it covers 2 units. Counting across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. What am I going to write as my equation?
A squared plus 2 squared equals c squared.
Very good. Again, I'm finding a hypotenuse. These 2 legs form a right triangle. 2 squared plus 8 squared is 68. 68 equals c squared.
8.2.
And the square root of 68 is 8.2 units. I'm going to add a label on this one. That's what we're measuring in units. 8.2 units. Next, let's plot the points -6, 5, and -3, -2. Alright, so here I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second point, 1, 2, 3, down 2. Connect my points, create my right triangle, and I have one leg here and one leg here. Alright, so we have created our right triangle. This side is 1, 2, 3, so one of the legs is 3. The other leg, I start here, I count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my equation is 7 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. 7 squared plus 3 squared is 58 equals c squared. The square root of 58 is 7.6. So the length from these 2 points is 7.6. Alright, the next problem down here. I would like you to plot the points -7, 2, and 5, -3. -7, 2, and 5, -3. So I'm starting at the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up 2. Starting at the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 3. You should have your 2 points plotted right there. Next, I am going to create my legs of my right triangle. If I count this side, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. 5 squared plus 12 squared is 169 equals c squared, which means c is exactly 13 units. Alright, and here is our last example before you try this on your own. Our last example is -6, 3, and 8, 8. Alright, so I'm going to start out by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start at the origin and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to create my diagonal. I'm going to make my right triangle. From here to here is 6. From here to here is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. And then I'm going to go up from 3 to 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the equation is 5 squared plus 14 squared equals c squared. That equals 221. And c equals 14.9 units. Alright, so on the back of this worksheet, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare for our independent work / homework. I'm going to give you the ordered pairs to write on each 6 of the blocks, and then after we've written down all the ordered pairs, you can get started working independently. But please do not start until you have all of the points you need. In the first example, it's 0, -3, and -3, 1. Write those down in the first point, but do not graph them. Mohammed. Next, 0, 1, and 2, 3. The third example you're going to work on is 3, -1, and -1, 3. Number 4 is 0, comma, negative 6, and 5, comma, negative 1. And the final one down here is 1, comma, 6, and negative 7, comma, 9.